So I'm on my way to meet Miss Arena with Doggy Style Boutique. We have an endeavor where we're trying to come together one more time to actually plant a new business in a new market right here, still in St. Louis, in the, I will call it, I guess, the famous Grove area. It's a very eclectic kind of area where there's a lot of walking traffic, other small boutiques, different bars. One of my friends, he actually works at St. Louis Effort for AIDS, and it's actually here in the Grove area as well. So I'm pretty excited about this new venture. The space is definitely a white box space. So there's no walls, there's no plumbing. So we get to kind of figure out where we're going to put all of this stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm on my way to meet her, and then I still have to go back to our Dalewood location as well. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but I know we're meeting with Kyle, and he's from, he has his own, basically, in construction company. I think they've been around since 2004. So
my name's Kyle Miller. I started Paramount Property Development in 2004. I graduated from SLU as a mechanical engineer, worked at Boeing for a year, and then went out on my own. And we built this building, started in July of 15 and finished about a month ago. So we had about a 10, 11 month construction period.
wow, this is pretty cool. And so you're going to be doing the build out for the building, which is pretty cool.
That is correct, yes.
We're excited. We're excited about it. Man, this is like nothing here. So to see it all come to life is going to be.
Anything you want.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty.
The idea is this whole area will be the grooming area. So when people walk in, they see the boutique, but at a stands, they also see the whole picture of the whole, the salon and the boutique. So this whole area, I guess we're depending on where to start it and how much room from wall to wall is in between.
Since you like to construct, do you think that line is a perfect line to kind of start with?
I do. I think it's the post will act kind of as a natural divide.
Right.
It'll work well to go back there. The bathrooms, the mechanical space will stay separate.
Right.
I want to keep some of the hard part of it exposed.
Right.
To keep that chic and the rustic.
You'll still have
Sprinkler system.
plenty of room for the boutique area.
Right. This is the sprinkler system, right?
Yeah, the black pipes are the sprinkler system.
Is it going to be hidden or is it going to be exposed?
We had talked about leaving those exposed.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
The white pipes are drain lines, and those would be built into soffits, just so there's no sound as the water runs through.
Well, this is pretty cool. I'm excited. Nervous at the same time, but excited at the same time too. You know.
So yeah, we had talked about we build the wall across here. You got the bathing stations, the grooming station with dryers. There's gonna be a lot of heat back here.
Right.
Doing exhaust fans on this side.
That would be actually
draw air out.
Perfect. Yep.
And then
Fresh
also
air.
good air conditioning blowing good supply coming in.
Yeah.
So would it be a good idea to put the exhaust over the tubs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But usually it can kind of go. You're taking it out. You're taking it out.
Take it out and blow it outside. Yeah.
Oh, so that means like kind of like the little dryer whole thingamajiggy.
Yeah, I mean they make can lights that are also exhaust fans. So it could be a can light that also draws air out, or it could be a separate
Switch and everything.
separate switch with an exhaust fan itself.
Yeah, exhaust. Because at Dalewood we have the exhaust, and it's helped a lot.
Yeah, to keep the steam out, keep the heat out,
The
smell, everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I'm thinking, to save up on money and time. If we're doing self-service is not every day.
Right.
But if you have grooming appointments, that groomer can still use this tub over here
Right.
and that doesn't mean you have to have a tub over here and over here.
Right. So we were going to keep the tubs together though.
Right.
Because of the plumbing.
Okay. So if I'm grooming over here, that means I'm bathing over here, which means that I don't need a tub over here.
Right.
Which means that the grooming area needs to be totally separate.
Okay.
So, because even if I'm grooming, I'm done grooming. If I wanted literally to have like some leg room on the floor, it's totally separate from Miss Karen who's coming in to bathe her. It's totally separate.
Would this be big enough for the grooming area, just kind of as a reference line where this wall is? That area? Or do you think
You found the purple. because this is going. I mean, even if you're not setting up a receptionist area, but let's just say the person over here, they're self-servicing. Maybe if there was a small something here that introduces the grooming, you know.
Well, I wanted everything to be done at the front. Okay,
So
so
there's
the
a
water.
door somewhere here.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
I would want the door like right here because the window is going to go here,
Okay.
over here. So I want the door because there's going to have to need shelving for shampoos and stuff like that on each side of the door. But then
That's
the beds.
Kinda.
Hmm?
That's
No, it's closed.
okay.
So this area, remember the water, the
laundry machine, the water heater will be.
the water heater.
Water
You said
heater.
40?
Yeah, that's the question was how many gallons of.
The standard one that's in the home is what, 40?
40, yeah.
Yeah. So that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the plan. So then there'll be a big window here, a big window in the grooming station, and then a window that connects the two.
Yeah.
All right.
It may be a counter, it may be a shelf, and then
I thought
you have
about taking a kitchen countertop as the shelving for like the clippers and stuff like that.
right.
Up under it would be built cages,
Okay.
like cabinets, but instead of the regular door
Understand.
cabinets, it'll be the cage.
I'm just But that's not for him. That's for us to kind of. He just wants to know where the hell the plumbing's going and where this wall is going.
Where's the plumbing?
And I think I'm done with that. Because I can talk about this all day. This is like this. It makes sense for everybody, you know, because like if are you going to be grooming? Are you going to be doing the boutique? You know.
Well, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to groom forever because my hands
Mhm.
are not gonna allow me.
I know, so that's why I'm saying I want, because I don't like. I'm not like if this is gonna be the home store of Doggy Style. See, I feel like Doggy Style, you should be pushing stuff out to other stores from this location, right? So that's how I kind of looked at it when, okay, you have this Doggy Style's boutique, and then where you gonna be able to hang signs? Only on the wall?
They're not. It's not gonna be.
I know.
Like kind of like that. So.
Well, not even an awning, really.
On the door.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not that bad.
So,
That's not
yeah.
that bad. But I
They
think
were saying they didn't want to change.
right, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense.
And I think it would have looked awkward anyway.
It could have been creative. It could have been creative. So again, it's definitely doable. I am excited. Like hang something. Yeah, like when you're downtown Clayton, they're hanging stuff and it kind of blows with the wind or something, like on some little chains and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited. I am. I mean, the lady from.
I mean, what are you concerned? Not fear. What are you concerned?
It's not so much of fear, you know, because
Right,
where
that's why I
fear
take
is, yeah, fear
Concern.
is.
What is the concern? Huh?
I can't see 15 pets in there.
I can.
Okay.
I definitely can. I
Sit.
think you're so used to having the whole house for your whole grooming, the whole building as the whole grooming. Now, I don't feel like there's going to be like 20-some pets
Right.
a day, you know,
Hi.
that kind of thing. But the idea, we still wanted to attract people. So they do see that, okay, they're very organized. They do have an area for the dogs to go use the bathroom. So I felt like if we built a box, which they're okay with, you know, put the side down, and then this will be the area where we walk them because that whole back over there is parking spaces.
Right. Okay. And then making sure that you have the right capital to make sure that we finish it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to really make sure that we're organized so that when it's time for grand opening, it's time to open, like everything is there. And I've seen it where it's not, but this is a space to where we've done it enough times where we really want to make sure that this is right. You know, we want to make sure that the shelves are filled with product and so forth like that. So when I have to go back up to Dalewood to groom. Come on.